What we have here is a diorama of around 1950s, 1960s sugar refinery. This is at HO scale, which is 1:87. This is really like the most popular scale to model in the world. But right now the challenge here is that we want to reproduce this exact same building in twice the scale. We want to make it in O scale. Why we want to make it exactly the same? Because we really love the design of this building, of this diorama, the whole thing. We need to create a lot of things from zero. We will use a lot of different techniques, a lot of different technologies. For instance, for the walls, we will laser cut them. We will also use 3D printing technology. Most of the buildings are already created, but we are missing this one over here. This is a powerhouse. Here with me is my brother Ricardo. He be in charge of the design and laser cutting of this building.
So I already worked it. Yeah. The inner structure of this, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm now missing the details on the outside walls. What I'm going to do next is to draw a exact same wall, but exact same wall with bricks on it.
Okay.
I have brick samples here, so I think I have my mind set about which one I'm going to use.
You take care of the outside walls. I will take care of the substructure over here. Okay, thank you. Cool.
Okay, so we are ready. I'm about to carve the wood for the power station. We are going to get some little nice bricks here. This is the laser cutting and engraving machine. It's beautiful. This will take more than 5 hours.
Right now I'm working in basic moldings for the substructure. I already have most of it. It's been like, I guess, 3 layers now. So far it's been easy. I only had to trim these pillars in the side to make them match. But the thing is getting complicated because I'm waiting on the moldings that are really integrated and goes like on the top here. I'm not getting any. So I should get down there to the laser room and see what's going on there. I should, because I only missing like 3 parts here for the basic molding, and then I don't have any more work to do here, so I would need those moldings. Alright, now I'm entering the cave. It's over there.
Good morning.
It seems like he's into this stuff, really. I think he's working on that now. Let's see. Where are my moldings?
Yeah.
Like the 10 times that I asked you for them.
I had problems.
What have you been up to? Like, okay, when will I receive something there?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Fuck you, no way. Yeah, 10 minutes and then it goes to the laser.
Maybe.
You know, I know this is not true, man. Like,
you want something or everything?
Something. I mean,
something
like,
15 minutes.
No way.
Test me. This is very difficult.
Yes, I know, but it's been like 2 weeks. I don't know.
Gluing the parts is the easiest job ever.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
So I said 15 minutes, so I'm ready. This is what you wanted.
This?
Yeah.
Really?
This is, you wanted something you got.
But I can do nothing with this, man. Like, I need like 10 times this amount. Okay. Shit. Frank Capra, la envidiaría. After Toti bring me all these parts, finally I just glue them together. It took me, I think, one day. It was not so much. And I have all the details, everything is nice. I also did some putty in the top. Sometimes you see the material that how we build the house, and I wanted to hide this, so I did putty on the top here. Now it looks some kind of like, you know, like concrete cement. After that, paint room, I used mostly black in the inside, this kind of gray whitish color for the outside, and I'm ready to paint the bricks now. I only need to do the faces, you know, because this color is really nice, like the mortar color, you know, like the color between the gaps of the brick. And after this is finished, I will start my weathering. This red is really nice, but that shouldn't be like all this color. So I'm gonna use a little bit of brown and a little bit of this kind of oxide color. This edge I cannot get with the sponge. I will probably just use a dry brush. I have done this same work many times, maybe not in this scale, and you try to cover as much as possible because it's the worst job in this. But after you begin, maybe you figure out new ideas or like new techniques, and then you have a base to work on. You know, you don't want to do this full thing in one phase, because maybe you will change ideas during the whole process, you know. So you want to do like the first layer, and then okay, this is how I will go with it. Now the paint is finished for me. This is what I was aiming for. I used like different kinds of techniques. For the details, I have to go with over the moldings with a fine brush to have like a nice cut between the colors. As I was painting, I used like different techniques to create like this edge of the concrete and old paint into the moldings. You know, for this model and during the construction, I researched a lot, and normally this kind of power station, they don't have a lot of lettering, but since I like to always go the extra mile and have something that is like it's really old or vintage or from the first half of the 20th century, I like to add this kind of advertising. Since the turn of the century until the 50s, the 60s, they create all this really colorful and detailed, like hand paint advertising. I wanted to have a little bit of that, maybe to put some color into the building, and it's really worn down by the elements. This is really cool because it's another element that gives you this feeling that is something that could really exist. Okay, next comes the time of windows, the gates, the main gate here, the doors. These are the windows. This go like this, like here. These are the windows. These are laser cut. They are built like in several layers. You know, there are like 3 layers here. I only like assemble it and paint it black. Now it really comes the moment of the fine painting, the detailing. This is what I'm going to do now. I will start with some gray. Right now I have this perfect black surface and I wanted to just age them a little bit. And I really like to have this kind of chipped paint effect. These windows almost paint themselves, you know? I'm not even here right now. Now it comes the moment of the hairspray. You know, there are really like professional chipping products for this. I just use hairspray because I like it better. And I also use it in my hair. I don't know if you've seen it. This is not natural, man. This is what I'm looking for when I'm doing this kind of techniques. It depends really on what you want to model and how you want to have it. Because in here, even in the large surface with paint, you can see the paint underneath. Once I have the completely finished window, I will install it into the building. Now I finished windows for the house. It's the time to work on the roof finally. I asked Toti for some parts for the roof. What he delivered is something like this. See? And this is, you know, like the structure for the roof. The rest, for instance, I do by myself. This piece, it has really minimum slope for the rain, but it has a glass roof window. But I think it's something like a sky glass or something. I don't know. We'll just look for it later. I am cutting like strips of plastic. This will be popping out a little bit, like 1 centimeter on top. Through the window you will be able to see the structure will be like something like this. These kind of buildings, they all have this kind of windows on the top, so I think it's a nice detail. And this is really the last part, and then we have a finished building. I was working on the rooftop the last time you came here. What I do is work in this sky window, sky glass? Yes, I don't know, sky something. Yes, no, which I did all by myself, by hand. I managed to do some crackle in there, which is really cool. I also add this kind of tar covering, which is also really accurate. I think one of the things that I like most about this project is that I do a lot of research because I wanted to have it right, and I look a lot of pictures of powerhouse, substations, and brick buildings from this era. I have my access hatch over there for the roof, which is also nice, and some exhaust and pipes and chimneys. I also told you about windows. I tried to also add some detail over there, some decay, some aging over there. I also like to add some movement. I have like the windows like open up a little bit. Sometimes I have like little cracks there, or for instance here that we have like a missing part. These are like little details that I like to add. In the doors, for instance, I add these little signs and stuff. I like to have like a lot of graphics and stuff in my buildings. So maybe, for instance, in the case of the sign, this is not maybe prototypically correct. I mean, I wanted to have like a sign there, like really painted into the brick, and to add a little bit more color into that. I also built the exhibition base for just pictures, and I never stop there, you know, like I want to have like something else, and I also make like this chain link fence. I think it was really a good project. I love it, really. And I'm like fed up. No, that's not the word. It's not fed up. It's like I'm really excited about this kind of buildings, and I want to be more of this era and more of this powerhouse and public service infrastructure, which is really fun. So if you make it this far and you're still watching this video, please like it wherever you see it, like YouTube, Facebook or Instagram. Follow us or subscribe to our channel for more videos. And please send your comments and let us know what you think about it. See you next time. Ciao.